Joining us again today, we have Rachel and Nick from CarePatrol, Western Michigan Capital Region. Welcome back.
Thanks for having us again.
So, Nick, tell us, to recap, for people who might not be familiar what CarePatrol is, what do you do?
So we're a no-cost to our client senior placement service, helping families find independent living, assisted living, memory care, in-home care. We also work with folks to do respite stays as well. So if a family needs a short-term stay or someone needs a little bit of additional help coming out of a skilled rehab facility, but also not safe to go in the home, we can work on that. But then also we work kind of like a realtor. We take our folks on tours. So we schedule the tours, we walk with them, we do a care discovery to determine their needs.
Yeah.
And with those needs, we build up that profile, make those recommendations, and make sure their questions are answered on the tours. And of course, no cost to the family, which is great.
Yeah. Rachel, talk about what that process looks like and what surprises people the most about what CarePatrol does.
Sure. When I meet with people, I go over their main 4 things. So what's really important to them in looking at a home, and what are their activities of daily living, what do they need help with, and what is their medical history. And then we look at their financial piece to figure out what's a good budget for what they're looking for. We want people to live there for the rest of their lives, not just for 6 months and have to move again.
Right.
So it surprises people to know that we actually set up the tours, we set up the referrals, and so a lot of times when I meet with families, they'll say, "Oh, do I have to call them? You know, what's going on there?" And I'll say, "No, that's what we're for.
Right.
I'll set it all up for you. We'll get it squared away," and then I meet them at the tour, which is super helpful because during that, what we call a care discovery, where we ask all those questions, I can remind them, this was really important to you. You wanted to talk about this, and so they've found that really helpful to have somebody, have their back.
Yeah, absolutely. As an advocate, because this is what you do every day,
Sure.
and for families, there's so much stress and there's so much emotion involved, and you're in that high emotion, high stress situation that maybe the person isn't thinking they're ready to go, even though they're ready to go into a care facility, and that's tricky, right? And
Yeah.
so you being there to ask the questions is so essential to that process. Any advice for people looking for senior placement?
I think the key is to start early. I always say this, it's better to have the conversation in the living room than the emergency room.
Yeah.
People let it go too long, and so there are wait lists for communities. So if you've got an emergent situation, you've got to get moving quicker, your options are more narrow.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I think that's the key.
Yeah. Find out more information, carepatrol.com, Western Michigan Capital Region. Thank you both.
Thank you.